Hey everyone. Hey guys. How's it going? Hello, hello. Let's let the room populate here for a minute. Is everyone having a good Friday? Good end of the week. Saturday morning here for me. A little tired, but that's okay. I'm always a little tired. First question, any update on Batman? Yes. Let me see what I can find for you. Let me just think about the problem is I got photos of the buttons. So the buttons finally arrived, but they're on my phone and I can't show you what's on my phone. I'll have to make an Instagram post about it. So everything's coming together now for the Batman collection. I think we'll be doing like the formal release announcement. Well, at least a formal announcement in September. I still don't have the physical samples yet, so I really want to wait for that before I do any kind of major announcements. I know I've been teasing the collection with you guys for quite a while, but I haven't had any major updates in a bit. Can you guys do some novelty items, kind of like Supreme stuff? Maybe. We used to do kind of like weird things. One thing, oh my goodness. You might have saw it on the Instagram story, but somebody, I guess, collects baseball gloves, and they happen to have both of the red and the black baseball gloves that we made in like 2009. I think we made only like 50 or 30 of each. And this person had both, and I thought that was pretty cool. And back in the day, we used to, every season, we used to always have like a little weird item that we would make. But it's been a while since we've done something like that. The last time, I guess, would be the skate decks. Unfortunately, with the skate decks, the factory that was making them for us, they're no longer in business. So whatever skate decks that we have are that's pretty much it. I don't know if it was fun. I enjoyed making those. I'm sure maybe we could look into doing it again. I don't know if the thing about the decks that we have is that we had the denim on top of the skateboard, kind of like a grip tape. And those guys figured out how to do that. I'm sure, it didn't take them that long. So maybe if we found another manufacturer, this was like an independent skate shop. So they had their own, machines to make skateboards. But they're out of business, but, and the fact was that the guys who were working there were fans of ours, so they were willing to do the denim stuff. So I wonder if we can find somebody else to do that for us if we wanted to do that again. Just got the Sakiori Weird Guy this week, worth every penny. I enjoy those. That's a really, really great pair of jeans. Would love baseball glove or the mug or something. I found those gloves on Grailed, but they didn't message me back. Maybe like a beer cooler. We did a beer cooler once. So you could fit a 6-pack in there, and we did ship them. The weird thing about those beer coolers were the factory that made them for us, when we sent them the fabric, they cut off the selvage. Oh, so it was really annoying because the outside pocket was supposed to have a Salvage ID on the outside, like an exposed Salvage coin pocket kind of thing, and that was cut off. So that was annoying, but not everyone, I guess, quite understood the point. Beer cooler, I beg. Maybe next summer. I think we're kind of, even though it's freaking hot in Japan right now, it's so hot. I don't even want to leave the house. It's that hot. It's roasting this week. It's like one of the hottest weeks. It was like 50 degrees with the Humidex. It was nuts. So anyways, I've been not going outside and sitting at home where there's air conditioning. So Even then, I don't want to crank it because like our electricity bill is going to go through the roof. So just been closing the blinds and trying to be efficient and everything. So stuff out here. Can you tell us about the upcoming elephants? Yes, I can. I do have them here with me. I will get to that in a few minutes. So just stay tuned. I just want to see if I missed any other questions. New to raw denim. Already got 3 pairs from you guys. Would the E-Hondas be a good pair for the Indigo Invitational? I think it'd be a good pair for the Indigo Invitational. Heavyweight, very classic kind of denim, indigo warp, white weft. I think that's a good option. I think, though, if you want, you got to think like, if you're just there to participate, a lot of people are. I mean, I'm sure people are like gunning to win. I think the judges, and I'm only thinking this because this is the way I would think, would be more into slubbier fabrics. So because the slubbier denim gives you a lot more character. Because there's so many high-low points in that fabric, in the fade, that I think that's what really impresses judges a lot. Also, I mean, heavier weight denim does as well because you get that really thick, extreme wear pattern. I think something that is maybe a little bit darker to start, like the new elephant denim, would give you the most contrast. That's my opinion there. Because the E-Hondas, as dark as they are, you do see a lot of the weft coming through on that denim. So it's not as like really that indigo black kind of color to begin with. Let me see if I can explain that a little bit better. E-Honda. Weird. Do we even have any left? Oh, they're all sold out. So yeah, I can't show you right now. Oh, there's not a lot of Street Fighter left here. Anyways, if you already have them, I would say go with them. If you're going to get a new pair, if you like them, get them. But if you want something that's going to give you the most extreme fade, maybe the Elephants, maybe the Okayama Spirit, MIJ 7s. What else is going to give you really, really beautiful fade right now? Let's go through the catalog. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about the Indigo Invitational. Hey guys, the True Grits would also be a good option. Thinking the True Grits or Jahan Midnight. I've decided to go with Jahan. Jahan's going to be a good one. You're definitely going to get a lot of fade out of that. Favorite denim for the new fall-winter collection? It's so hard. I mean, everyone asks me. Okayama Spirit, Elephant are definitely... Is that going to... Yeah. Tatami is really cool. There's a lot that's cool that's coming out. I think I'm going to go with... If it's not the MIJs, because I think the MIJs are a separate category, Okayama Spirit. Although, I have a pair of the Huntsman that I'm rinsing it's in the wash right now, so I'm just washing them to make them a little bit more soft. To start with, I'm going to be wearing those for a bit too. So, it's hard, it's like asking a parent which one's their favorite baby. You have a lot of favorite babies. They're all your favorites. Okay, so does MIJ8 have a release date? No, it does not. Not yet. So stay tuned for that. Okay. speaking of Indigo Invitational, we are, as Naked and Famous Denim, Unbranded Brand, we're a team, okay? And every team needs to represent themselves. So you guys know, I love wrestling. I love pro wrestling. So I wanted to make a t-shirt that would represent us as a team, as like a faction, a foundation. So we're making a t-shirt, and that's our team. We're the Salvage Foundation. We bleed indigo. So we're going to have these available on Tate and Yoko. I'm going to have these for pre-order next week. It's going to be available in black and in white. And we're going to represent our colors during the Indigo Invitational. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be cutting promos. We got to represent ourselves. We got to show our team spirit. And I think with this t-shirt, it's going to be a great way to do that. We are the Salvage Foundation. We're going to take over the Indigo Invitational. We're taking all the awards. That's our goal. So that's our goal, guys. We gotta support each other. And we're gonna win. That's it. We're taking no prisoners. I don't know what jeans I'm gonna wear yet for that. I have a good idea what Wizard of 32 Ounce is gonna wear. We're gonna take over this. Can anyone grab even one if we don't enter the competition? Absolutely. Anyone can get one. I think they're going to be $45. So I'm going to have them available pre-order next week. You can just buy them from the website. We're going to ship them in September. It's going to take a couple weeks to get them printed up. So it's like the Denim NWO. It's too sweet, baby. It is. It is. I mean, I'm going to be playing Eric Bischoff in my promos. It's going to be fun. I'm going to be cutting some crazy promos. I'm just thinking about like how I'm going to write them out. It's going to be funny. We're heels. I mean, we're going to play heels the whole time. We're the bad guys. And we're invading the Indigo Invitational, and we're taking it over. That's it. That's our story. And I want you guys to participate in that as well. I'm also going to tie in. So I'm just still working out the details, but last year at the Pronto Denim Carnival, we showed off our Denim Fading Championship belt. And Pronto Denim Carnival 2020, unfortunately, is not going to happen. So we were going to have a competition at the Denim Carnival. It was not going to be a typical denim fading contest. It was going to be a denim fading shit talking contest, a denim battle royal, so to speak. So the idea was, you would go up on. We would have a tournament. People would come with their jeans, and they'd be put into a bracket, and they would be versus somebody. So not only would they come to present the jeans, they would also cut a promo on the other guy, or on themselves, however they wanted to do that. Just bigging up themselves, talking shit about the other guy, all in good fun, of course. Mostly, obviously directed at the jeans. No personal attacks. And whoever cut the better promo would win that round. And then we would work our way up to the finals, and then we would have a finalist round on stage, and then we would declare the winner with the belt. So we still have this belt, and I'm thinking that we do a side tournament during the Indigo Invitational to crown the Denim Fading Champion. They're going to win that belt. They're going to get that belt. That belt is legit. And And so we'll tie that all in. We'll have a lot of fun together with this competition, and we'll take over the indigo fading competition. We're gonna take over the indigo fading world. It's our contest. It's our contest. So let's have a lot of fun with that. So those t-shirts will be available next week. Watch out for the emails and the social posts. Elephant 6 or Elephant 9 for the competition. If you got a pair of Elephant 6 already, I suppose go with the Elephant 6. But if you're looking for Elephant 9s, what's going to give you the higher contrast? Elephant 6, Elephant. The Elephant 9s are not as dark as the Elephant 6. So, I think the Elephant 6 will give you a higher contrast. But the Elephant 9s are lighter blue. So, I think overall, your jeans will look more faded because they will be lighter. So, maybe they're going to like that as well. And the 6s are a little slubbier. Are the Kihon black denims samphorized? Yes, they are. Pretty much anything we make is samphorized unless we say it's unsamphorized. So you can assume safely that anything we make is samphorized unless there's that big label that says unsamphorized. Or if it's tempe treated. If we've done a pre-soak, we let you know if it's like a washed unsamphorized denim. Elephant 3s are the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Man, that would be... When we do Elephant 10, we got to do a retrospective on the Elephant series. Elephant 10, imagine that. Wow, I remember Elephant 1. And I remember that the Elephant 1s, in our lookbook way back in the day, and the samples had contrast stitching, but the production did not. That was an early oopsie. Sometimes there's oopsies that go around. That's it. It happens. But yeah, early elephants all had tonal stitching. Now they all have contrast stitching. I think was it Elephant 3 and on? No, Elephant 4. Might have been Elephant 5. Elephant 3. I don't remember. I can't remember. It's too many jeans back. I can't remember. Did the banner jacket pre-order already happen? It did not. That's coming. I have a lot of things coming. So maybe I'll have this set up for next week also. For those of you who are looking for a stacked guy, I had a bunch of people asking me for new stacked guy denims for a while. So I'm making a couple of new stacked guy options, and those are going to be available for pre-order only. Basically, we're testing the waters. I have a lot of people asking me for stacked guy lately, and I want to know, is that a vocal minority, or is this actually something that a lot of people want? So we're going to have the pre-order available. We'll probably run that for 2 weeks, collect orders, and then we'll produce the order. And if it's something that we see there's a lot of interest in, then we'll start adding more stacked guy options. The other thing that a lot of people have been asking me for are strong guy. Lately, I've been getting some strong guy requests. That wide leg is something that I think not a lot. I don't know if it's a lot of people. It's people are asking me for it. So we'll see if that's something that we want to see more of. And then long inseams. I know it's been a long time coming, but we're going to do some long inseam easy guys. All of this will happen before the end of the fall. So including the banner jacket. So I've got all the fall winter releases kind of lined up. Not everything's on the schedule yet. I'm just waiting for a new production schedule. We've got Batman. We've got a lot of shirts that we got to talk about this season. There's a lot of stuff. It's not so. It's a lot. It's a lot of product. And we're booking spring summer 21, so we're working on getting that stuff produced. It's amazing I don't know, maybe I'm it's the amount of content that we're putting out for the amount of product that we're putting out and the amount of product that we're putting out like regularly. Wow, like I'm pretty shocked with our ability to do that. It's yeah. I think a lot of people think we're a bigger operation than we are, and we are not. Everything is like it's not last minute, but some of it is like down to the wire where we do it, and it's like obviously it's seamless to you guys, but there's just constantly this work pile, and I went to Okinawa last weekend, and we had a few days off. It was a long weekend here, and like getting back, it was just like just because even on the weekends, we do work. There's never really a day off, but I took a couple days off, like for real. I'm still answering emails and stuff, but getting back, you feel even if just one day of like not being fully dedicated, you really feel, oh man, there's all this stuff piled up. I gotta get through it. I gotta get through it. Okay. What I was gonna say something else, and I don't remember. Oh, you know what? I was talking about posting on social media. This is a weird thing that I don't like to complain because Instagram is free. So who am I to complain? But only a small percentage. When I look at the analytics of our posts, any post really gets like. Some posts I've seen as low as 5% of our audience like sees it. 5% of like 100,000 people, to like up to 20, and we have no control over that. So I know that some people don't always get the message in terms of the things that we're trying to do, and it's like, I guess I rely on you guys a lot because I know a lot of people share posts and like write about things online, and I really appreciate that because that helps spread our message. We are a no marketing kind of company. We rely on social media. We rely on your voice. We rely on our emails. We rely on our YouTube. Twitter is. It just reposts our Instagram feed, really. The problem is there's just so much. Like, we've got Facebook, which is, again, just kind of a place where content gets reposted. But even then, like, our audience is kind of, like, handcuffed there because you have to really... You gotta pay in order for your audience to see anything, so... They only show it to a small percentage of people. So I guess the fact that we're kind of diverse in that sense, that we're hoping that any message that we do have gets put out there. But we do rely on you guys also. So I do appreciate those of you who do share our posts. I know that maybe your audience doesn't care. If you're not a Denim feed, then maybe your audience isn't so into it. But you know what? I still appreciate it. Even if you're just showing it off to one person, that one person matters to us. So, it just annoys me because I don't want to pay for our content to be shown off. But anyways, I'm not at the point where I feel like we have to. We still get a decent amount, and we post often enough that I think it might be maybe if you did miss something, it might be hard. I'm not sure. Like, do you guys? This is a good question. Do you guys feel that you see all of our Instagram posts? I see all of our Instagram posts because I post them, but I also see how many people are like how many people it's sent to, and that it always feels like a small percentage of people. So. But it might be a different percentage on each post, so eventually you might see everything. So I'm not really sure. Will you ever do more Naked and Famous logo stuff, flag, skateboard, t-shirt stuff? I think we will. I would like to do more mugs. But we will do more stuff. We've got the t-shirt going. it took me 11 years to get Brandon to agree to doing a graphic tee. So maybe we'll do more graphic tees down the line. I think they're gonna. I like graphic tees. That's why we carry them on Tatsuya and Yoko. Whether it's from like Kamikaze Attack or Rustica or Velveteen, like I bring graphic tees in because people like them. So maybe Brandon's starting to see that, and we have the Salvage Foundation T-shirt coming, so that might convince him to do more, or allow me to do more. I think I see them all. Tate, I see less. I see all the IG posts. I see all the posts. Okay, well, I guess maybe you're the most engaged audience, so it's showing you guys the most. But yeah. Finally, a Naked and Famous denim logo tee. Well, the one that we have isn't quite a naked, and it is our logo tee, but it doesn't have like Naked and Famous denim branding on the graphic itself. But of course, it will have it on the tag of the T-shirt. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do. I hope to have some more out eventually, and this will be a good test to prove the success of graphic tees. Need some Heart Foundation denim. We're the Salvage Foundation, man. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. I did an amateur job waxing my Naked and Famous duck canvas salvage. Have you guys done this? If not, that would be a cool item to make. We've not done a waxed duck canvas before, but we have made waxed jeans before. They've not been the most popular items we've ever done. As much as I personally like that, I think when it comes to waxing things, there's a certain demographic for it, and maybe that's not big enough for us to go like full scale production all the time. Like you did it yourself. I think the people who are into it also have the knowledge and ability to just wax their own garments. So, like you just did. It might be neat if we showed people how to do it. Then they could just wax any one of our products, and then we don't have to go full scale with it, and it could just be one of these things that you do at home yourself. Just like patching or fixing your jeans. Home repairs. Okay. Wide leg because shoes are back in. Naked and Famous, Air Force Ones, etc. Yeah, I mean, I felt, I was a sneaker collector for a long time, back in like the Nike SB days, which I see Nike SBs coming back again, which I think is kind of funny. I saw one of my friends post, the Tiffany Dunks on one of those StockX or one of those sneaker reseller websites were selling for like $6,000. That's crazy. I remember when those came out and I missed them, but I got the what did I get instead? I got the cherry Dunks, the Stussy ones, the brown and they were like brown and white with a little cherry logo on top. Got those. Yeah, I remember those came out, and I'm like, even the resale market at that point, like, I'm like, I could have got a pair, but like $6,000 for a pair of sneakers. Don't do it. Don't do it. Who's paying that much? That's crazy. Am I crazy? Maybe I don't get it, but that's a lot. That's too much. I mean, I guess it's a vintage sneaker, and it's like, it was a popular one, and it was like an iconic one, but like, I wonder what a pair of like original Jordans go for. I'm way out of it, I'm way out of it. When I was collecting, number one, I wore my sneakers. I never bought to just, stock them. There might have been pairs that I never wore just because I had a lot of pairs of sneakers, but I never bought sneakers to just sit on them. Anyways, I'm going off on a rant here. But yeah, I felt that with sneakers, everyone wanted the smaller leg opening so that they could show off their sneakers. But I guess it's, when you've got a clunky sneaker like an Air Force One, maybe you want a wider jean to go with that. I remember when Air Force Ones were really, really popular, and everyone was wearing baggy jeans. I wonder if we're gonna get back to that level of like looseness. Remember, was that Nelly, the Air Force One song? That was a, I remember that one. I would kill for black jeans with contrast tonal. Would con, I would kill. I would don't kill anyone for these. I would kill for black jeans with contrast. Tonal with black buttons is too tactical. What contrast would you want on a black jean? I think like a charcoal gray stitch could be kind of cool, but yeah, I mean our black with black hardware, I just like that all blacked out. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. What contrast stitching would be good for that? What's the difference between tonal and contrast stitching? Tonal stitching is when the stitching matches the color of the jean. Contrast stitching is when it doesn't match. So like a yellow stitch or an orange stitch or a brown stitch on a blue denim versus like a navy stitch or a on a indigo denim or a black stitch on a black denim. We do make a jean called the indigo Salvage. It was one of the first jeans actually that was in our collection, and that has like a gray stitch on a black on a indigo denim. So those are kind of contrast, but they're also kind of tonal at the same time. I like that jean. So this jean right here, the indigo Salvage. Oh, let's bring it up. So, it's not like overtly contrast. You guys want to know a little thing about Naked and Famous? If you see anything with a 6-digit style number like that, it's one of the old, not old. It's one of the original kind of. They've been in our collection very, very long. Our style numbers, our SKUs are much longer now, but that was the 6-digit ones that means they're kind of like OG styles. So there's a little tip for you. Charcoal would be cool, but I just mean copper or brown. I don't know. I have like 5 Naked and Famous black on black, so I'm not talking trash. Just want something new. No, I didn't think you were talking trash. I guess so. I mean, I just feel that the audience for black jeans tend to want them to be all black. But maybe this would be a small little project thing that we would do someday. So keep bugging me, and maybe that'll happen. Will there ever be a heavyweight stretch denim? I'm working on it. I do want to make heavyweight stretch jeans, so it is something that will happen. I sold my Tiffany highs for $500. People are nuts. Yeah, man. So I don't like. Just trying to think, man. Like the most I ever paid for a pair of like sneakers was like $600, and this was dumb. So okay, I was really into Bape, really into Bape, back in the early 2000s, and I remember they made a sneaker called the Roadsta, Roadsta. Let me see if I can find images of it. So this sneaker with like the air bubble in the back, so you can see a bunch of them here. Now, I remember, this is super long ago. There was, I think it was on Hypebeast or whatever, and before that sneaker came out, there was a lot of rumors about this sneaker, and somebody posted pictures of a sample, and it was coming from this Hong Kong sneaker reseller website, and they claimed that they got factory samples somehow, and they were going to sell them, and I bought a pair, and I bought them, and then I posted a bunch of pictures online on a bunch of sneaker forums, and what's neat about them was that they finally came out like months later, and there were differences between the sample and the production pairs. So I was kind of, number one, I had them and I wore them. I remember wearing them, and people on, like, you know, especially at the sneaker stores I used to go to and stuff, people are like, yo, what the fuck? Like, how do you have those? Why do you have those? And what are those? So I was very, like, proud of myself for having those, but I spent way too much money on those sneakers, and I don't think I've ever spent I don't think I'll ever spend that much money on a sneaker like that again. Like, you know, on a pair of, like, proper shoes maybe, but not on a pair of sneakers. Okay. Could definitely use some brass, copper hardware, and silver combos with orangish, brown, and silver gray. Okay. Bugging Bayzat is one of my favorite hobbies. Well, I'm here to field your guys' questions, so it's no bother to me. Clark's original shoes do collabs with other brands like Stussy, Wallabies. Love to see a Salvage Denim Wallaby, Naked and Famous, of course. Yeah, maybe. You know, we tried footwear. I mean, maybe we didn't. You know, we did those made in Japan sneakers, and they were okay, but they were really pricey. So I don't know if I want to get back into the footwear game again. We'll see. We'll really see. If I could team up with, like, anyways, we'll see. I don't know. At one point we were speaking with Yucatan to do something, and that never panned out, but I think maybe if we did something with them, at least we could do a pre-order kind of thing, and then because I don't want to go into full production and carry, like, tons of stock, because footwear, it takes up so much space in your warehouse, and we have limited space, and we're not really footwear sales. You know, we don't sell a lot of footwear, so yeah, it's just one of those things. What's up with the Vulgar 2s? Well, the Vulgar 2s are coming. That's what's up with them. They will be a little bit different than what's on the website. The website are the samples. What did we say? The production is going to be... yeah, on production it'll say fuck yeah and hell no. On the samples it says fuck yeah, hell no, hell yeah, fuck no. So yeah. I keep confusing myself with that, but it'll only say fuck yeah and hell no. What about those MTO footwear brands? Would that make the cost and stocking easier? Yeah, it would, actually. Although I don't know any of those brands. Garrett at Tate and Yoko came from the footwear industry before Tate and Yoko, so he's very knowledgeable for boots and leather. If you have questions about that kind of stuff, he's an encyclopedia. So I would probably, I'm sure through maybe Garrett's connections we might be able to work with somebody, but I would think that I would want to do it with Yucatan, because personally I'm a big fan. It's practically all of my like non-sneakers are Yucatan shoes. Between me and my wife, we own a lot of their stuff. We're good friends with them, and I think that would be the way I would want to go personally, because that's what I wear. So I like to promote what I like. What shirt is that? This is a Naked and Famous denim circular knit tee. It was a white tee that I dyed indigo. I just bought an indigo dye kit, and we dyed them in our bathtub. Not in our bathtub. In a bucket in our bathtub. Don't use those indigo dye kits in your bathtub, because you will turn your bathtub blue. But yeah, so basically I had some stains on it, and it wasn't as crisp white as it once was. So I just dyed it indigo, and it looks great, and it fades a little bit, and that's that. So I like to keep my garments going for a long time. Wear, repair, reuse, all that stuff. Don't throw your stuff away. When is Garrett getting the chance to make his own pair? His own pair of jeans? My mustache is what? I don't know. It's happy? Sure is. It is a very happy mustache. When is Garrett getting a chance to make his own pair? He's gonna have his own pair. Indigo Invitational. Garrett's coming with the big guns, I'll tell you that much. Garrett said it right there himself. Hey. Okay, I wanted to show off LOL, you weak. LOL, you weak. You weak, bro. Let's take a look at some jeans. Garrett, you're an absolute mad man. He's a mad lad. Yeah, we're making a 40 ounce for Garrett for the Indigo Invitational. He's gonna be the first one with him, because he's a monster. He's a maniac. He's broken in 2 pairs of 32 ounce jeans. So will the 40 ounces break Garrett? I don't think so. He's gonna break that. Okay, let's take a look at some jeans here. I have the Elephant 9s. The wild blue. So these are coming out in September. Where's your 32 ounce plus 8? Pretty much. So somebody was asking earlier about the Elephant 9s, so I just wanted to show them off before we run out of time on the live stream. So we've got 20 ounces, heavyweight, big slub. You can see that slub text, just like the Okayama Spirits. This is a Samfries denim. But you can still see a lot of that texture in that fabric. You can just see how like the raised sections of those fat yarns. And you've got the contrast stitching, buffalo leather patch. Well, somebody is gonna get booted from this live stream. Bye-bye. So that's what happens when you are inappropriate. Buffalo leather patch, super thick. It's like a steak out here. I mean, look at that thick-ass patch. It's crazy. How will these fade compared to other elephants? Well, this is a lighter blue. So, let me show you. I have a pair. Oh, hold on. Risa, there was a pair of jeans here.
Yeah.
Can you bring that for me? LOL, good riddance. Yeah, I mean, come on. Let's, what's the point of that? Anyways, I don't need to address it. Thank you. So, if you compare the Elephant 9s to, say, like a typical pair of like dark indigo raw jeans, this is the color comparison. So you can see it's a much lighter blue. It's a more natural indigo blue color compared to like this super dark indigo, kind of the classic dark indigo land. So how are these going to fade? They're going to fade lighter faster. So you're not going to have as much high-low from the darkest points to the lightest points, but they will be a lighter blue jean overall. And then you're going to have the slubbiness, so you're going to get a lot of vertical kind of fading going on. Deep Elm Denim in the house. Thanks for joining us here. When is the Super Duck coming? Super Duck? What's the Super Duck? We do have the blackened steel duck coming out next week. I have that over here. I can show that to you in a second. I just want to go over a couple more of the details of the Elephant 9s. So you have that silver metallic hardware. If you don't see the selvage edge on the coin pocket, it's usually hidden on the inside. That is if it's a selvage jean. So you got the hidden selvage coin pocket here. And if you take a look at the inside, you can see how loosely this fabric is woven. Usually on a pretty, classic pair of jeans, you will see that this is very, very straight. But when you've got the slubby yarns and a low tension weave, you get a very irregular kind of weave pattern here. And that's what gives the denim its texture. So you can see that it is not plain at all. It's got a lot of character, a lot of like darker, like kind of tighter woven points and looser woven points. So you can really see that throughout the fabric. And then you've got that selvage ID also here. I mean, I just showed it to you off, but here's another look at it from that perspective. The 16 to 32 ounce Super Duck. I would do a heavyweight duck at some point. That'll come. Also, any news on the 40 ounce denim? Yes, I was just talking about it. The 40 ounce is coming. We are going to have the first pair worn by Garrett for the Indigo Invitational. Garrett's entering the mix with that bad boy. And speaking of the Indigo Invitational, for those of you who are maybe tuning in right now, hold on, I'll get back to that thought. Somebody's asking a question. Sorry, still learning about slubby. Just means rough texture, not just rough. So, a slubby denim is this. You're kind of there, right? So you when you look at a slubby denim, you're looking at a denim that has like a lot of this kind of like gritty, kind of lumpy characteristic to it. But what we're referring to with the slub is the way that the yarn is made. So typically yarn is spun and you get a very uniform yarn. So it's very even all the way through. But slub yarns are developed to mimic kind of hand spun yarn. So the way, back in the olden days when they would have to do that stuff by hand or, rather non-mechanically. So what you end up with is a yarn that is kind of uniform in some parts and really fat in other parts. And so you've got the skinny, fat, and then all the kind of thicknesses in between. So because of that, you have a very irregular texture. When you weave with that yarn, you get a very irregular texture. Also, when you dye that yarn, different parts of that yarn absorb different amounts of indigo. So the fading won't be as consistent. So when it's woven and you wear that jean and you start to wear it out, you get a lot of different gradations of blue coming out in that fabric. So you get a lot more character there. Now, typically you see these kinds of denims from, enthusiast denim brands like ours, where I think a lot of people, in the mass market, they might see a denim like that and think that there's something wrong with it. Why does it look like that? That's weird. Although some people look at it and they're like, wow, that's different. That's very special. We've certainly changed, just from customer interactions and people who've come into our stores and, when I visit stores and sometimes you get a denim novice, they've never really been around raw denim before and they see that and they're just like, what is going on there? Like, why? Wow, that's special. So I think it creates a very, very special and unique denim and a denim that fades very, very beautifully. So when we talk about slub, yes, it is the gritty texture, but there's also the reason it's called slub is because of the yarn, and also within that there's a lot of play. So there isn't just one type of slub yarn. There's different sizes and different levels of it. We made a jean called the King of Slub, which is the slubbiest denim, the most textured denim ever created. And we actually had to engineer a new kind of yarn to do that. That was very, very unique and special. That's something that nobody else does. The interesting thing about kind of the fashion world in general is that oftentimes brands, designers are limited to what exists. So what fabrics are available, what dyes are available, getting down to the point where what yarn, like even what yarns are available. We do several meetings, and there's the book of yarns, or there's like all these yarn samples, and we're like going through the samples, and we're picking those ones, and that in combination with the dye and the weave, we're creating a denim in that respect. But when you get down to the nitty gritty, and you're picking like how the yarn is actually spun or created, that's really, really like Inception level deep. Like you don't see that. So for us to be able to do that with the King of Slub and the Lord of Nep, that really, I think that's some high level stuff there, and very, very lucky that we got to do something like that. Why not make 7 belt loops like Wranglers or Levi's? I mean, I guess they already do it. I like the way our belt loops are. I don't think that that double back belt loop and things like that are entirely necessary. So there's a lot of different belt loop styles. One belt loop style that I always found interesting, although I found it to be kind of wasteful, and I don't have any of them here, but I used to work for Diesel a long time ago, and they used to do a skinny belt, big belt loop where they used to have like an extra, so it would go all the way here, and then they would have like an extra bit of fabric that would go into here as well. So I forget how it went. It was like from the top, from here to here, there was a belt loop, and then from here to here, there was a belt loop. So it had double belt loops, and that was kind of interesting. But I don't think any, like, as a person who wears skinny belts, I didn't even on like with our jeans, because that's the jeans that I wear. I don't think it makes any difference. I mean, it makes a difference in terms of like costing of that jean. But in terms of functionality, I don't think it provided any better functionality than just having a normal belt loop. But it is a cool detail, and I do like details, even if they're unnecessary sometimes. Just from a denim lover point of view. Still sad to see the Huntsman never made it into a jacket. Yeah, I live in a decently cold weather, and a jean jacket like that would have been perfect. Yeah, I apologize. I mean, not everything. I'm sorry. We can't always make everything in every fit. If we're a bigger brand, then we can. But anyways, I do appreciate you guys lending me that feedback, because I do try to make things based on that. I mean, I added those pockets on the denim jackets because of you guys. So your voice is heard. I'll let you know that much. I entered into that denim rabbit hole because of the slubbiest ones. Because the slubbiest of one of your slubby denim that a friend was wearing when he came back from Canada. Right. So this person was introduced to the raw denim world because he saw his friends wearing a very different and unique kind of jean. And I think, the King of Slub, the Lord of Nep, even the Oka I'm a Spirit, when people see it, sometimes they're like, what is that? And that's your gateway into the world of raw denim. Do a Type 2 denim jacket. Yeah, I mean, I get people asking me for that every now and then. I think that's more of a project, that we would do at some point. I'm not sure, even that, because we'd have to develop a pattern, and just developing a pattern for a single... Here's my problem with the Type 2. I like Type 2s. I've got Type 2s in my closet. They're short, even shorter than our denim jacket. And for denim lovers, I think they like that. They like it because it's vintage and things like that. It kind of wears like a shirt. But I think for the general consumer, they don't like that, and they don't get it. So because of course, you guys are, if you're watching these things, I think you're our most enthusiastic fans. But we have a lot of fans who they buy a pair of jeans and they're happy, and then, a year later or 2 years later, whenever they need to replace their jeans, they come back. and they're not as like deeply ingrained into like the raw denim kind of culture or things like that. They like our jeans. They know that they're quality, and they know they're fit, and they go back to their favorite retailer where they got those jeans before, and they buy again. So because they're not like super into it, the way that a lot of us are, they're not really a consumer for that kind of product. And we do have to cater to that customer because that is the vast majority of our customers. Actually, it's the casual consumer. So in order for us to make something at a bigger scale, we have to be able to sell it to not only our most enthusiastic fans, but also the casual fans. So that's where it kind of gets into the point where is developing a jean, a pattern, just to sell like a small amount, is it worth it? Especially when you have to factor in the costing of that. So it may not be the most economical thing that we make either. So yeah, it's just something we'd have to see where the numbers are in order to see if it makes sense for us. All black Lord of Neps. Yeah, that'll happen. We're also working on the Lord of Kings, or the King of Lords. Anyways, it'll be a King of Slub, Lord of Nep. If I had two hands, I'd poke them together for some synergy. But that's happening. We're working on it. The slubbiest and neppiest denim in the world. So, yeah. Any plans on using carbon fiber for jeans? Has that ever been done? Actually, we did do something. Why aren't you selling extra small jackets anymore? Because people aren't buying them. That's pretty much, if you, like, in terms of sizing, if there's something you don't see anymore, that's like 90% of the reason. Like 40s and 42s are doing okay. 44s, they're not the most popular for us. We'll probably still have a couple here and there, but where'd it go? But like 27s, we really don't sell very much at all. They pretty much, whenever we make them, they pretty much just sit there until the end, and we have to mark them down. So it's not the most popular size from us. Where am I recording from? My home. So yeah, in Japan. I live in Japan. So if the pandemic wasn't a thing, I'd probably be in Canada right now and in the office. But I'm recording from my home in Japan. So somebody was asking about carbon fiber, and interestingly enough, what's the lightest weight jean you've ever made? It's 106 degrees in Dallas today. It is like over 100 today here in Japan also. It's been like this for the last couple of days. Lightest pair, we did a 5-ounce featherweight. Those might have been too light, but we do have an 8-ounce denim coming out, the Whisper Stretch, for spring summer 21. So I think that'll be really, really nice for the spring summer. Do you guys ship to the Philippines? We ship worldwide. Status on the Dark Lord of Nep, you mentioned it, but you never said exactly when it's supposed to be. It'll probably be for fall winter 21. So that's when to expect that. If the pandemic wasn't a thing, I'd be splurging on the King of Slub or the MIJ7. I know how you feel. Yeah, I mean, this pandemic is not ideal for anybody. I mean, it's a struggle for a lot of folks, and yeah, I don't want to get too into it. I mean, I don't want to get into the negativity here today, but I'll talk about it a little bit, okay? And then I'm going to talk to you about that carbon fiber thing. We're kind of in a time where we're booking our spring summer 21 collection, and usually this is a great time for us to meet and see all of our retail partners, our friends. We travel the world, we see all of our so many people that we love to see. We show our collections off, we get to see the reactions from our buyers, and we don't get to do that right now. This live stream is cutting off in 20 seconds. I will be right back to finish that thought, okay? I'll I'll be right back.